Hi folks. So, although we didn't film this at the time, when I was with Sandra on her last night, about 3 weeks ago now I think it is it 3 weeks? Anyway, it's a Saturday as well, funny enough. Anyway, we were walking past here, we were walking past, I think going in the opposite, going that way I think we were going, I think. Yeah, I think we were going that way. Anyway, we both remarked on these trees here, right? And the twinkly lights on them, because they look really beautiful, and we were both remarking on it, and we were both enjoying it, and we were both like looking at it and commenting and da-da-da. And I didn't have a clue. I thought they were real trees, but they're not real trees. So this is for Sandra. Sandra, you know those beautiful twinkly trees that we were looking at and we were commenting on? They're not actually trees. I thought that was really... I was just walking past then, and of course it's daylight at the moment, so... and I just suddenly looked at them and thought, hang on, oh my god, they're not actually real trees. So, yeah, I just thought that would be rather interesting, Sandra, that, you know, how interesting that is, that, like, they're just like, tree trunk, obviously, real tree trunk, and then these branch things, which essentially look like cardboard, well, maybe not cardboard, but like cutouts anyway, with the lights strung along them, bolted to the top of the tree. I was like, wow, oh, that's really interesting. Wow. Because I don't know about you, but that night when we were walking past, I was pretty convinced they were real trees. Do you know what I mean? I thought, like, oh, they're real trees, and they're just strung like these nice lights on them, like, you know what I mean? Wow. Oh, amazing, isn't it? How easily you can get duped into things, eh? I mean, it was night time, obviously, and so we didn't like go up to them, inspect them, like we just stood round about here somewhere. We were walking in that direction. Hang on, let me turn the camera. So we were walking down that way, and like I say, we got round about to here or something, and then we just happened to look at them, and we noticed them, and in the dark, we just thought they were normal trees. Fascinating. Yeah, okay. So I just had to make a little thing about that, because I thought that was really interesting, man. So, okay. So we're heading to the next little Christmas market thing. I think there's one. There was last year anyway. There was one right in front of the Tate Modern, which is right in front of me here. So we'll check that one out if there's one there this year. Like I say, I'm not even sure now. But then there's one on the South Bank anyway, so we'll go and check that one. Right, catch you folks momentarily. Bye for now. Hi folks. So there was no Christmas market at Tate Modern. Access denied. So there was no Christmas market there. There was last year. I'm sure it was there last year, but it's not there this year anyway. So I'll continue walking along South Bank, and I believe there is one down the bottom end here towards the old Millennium Wheel, Millennium Eye, whatever you want to call it. So I do believe there's one down there, because like I said, I was checking them out online, so there's definitely one down there. So yeah, we shall go and have a look. Yeah, and also just to mention that I'm very consciously aware, very aware of the fact that when I'm filming at times, I can be very quick. I don't do enough, perhaps I don't do enough cinematics, and really take my time and sort of like pan around slow. I'm noticing that I tend to do things very quickly. That's a lot to do with my anxieties, especially in crowded places, like I said. You know, I just get really self-conscious, and my anxiety and all the rest of it. So I'm mindful of it, and I'm going to try and, you know, slow things down a little bit, as much as I can. Because, like, even when I'm watching it back sometimes, and I think to myself, flipping heck, Paul, it's a bit blurry, because it's like, you know, obviously I haven't got the best camera in the world, as it were, sort of thing. So, you know, some of these cameras that people have got these days, like the 4K stuff and all that, it's kind of like when you pan round with them, they tend to be a little bit more stable. So, you know, you don't get that same sort of blurry effect. Because, like I say, I mean, don't know about you guys, but I find that really disconcerting as it's, you know, going, you know, cameras panning round. Anyway, so yeah, so like I say, I'll try and be more mindful of that, and like I say, I'm going to try and do more sort of cinematic stuff as well, because cinematic stuff is really cool actually when you do it right. Anyway, right, I'm going to leave it here for a minute because it's getting a bit windy, and like I said, I can never work out which is the best. Something smashed over there, or it sounded like it did. Yeah, so I can never work out which is the best way to point the camera when it gets really windy and blustery. Right, okay, so catch you folks when we reach the Christmas market. Bye for now. Hi folks, so this essentially is the start of this Christmas market thing. I don't know if it's me, or maybe I just haven't been to enough of them to be able to do a comparison, but I don't know, they look a little bit disappointing to me, to be quite honest. You know, there's just these little shacks with, yeah, some of them don't even look that Christmassy to me, to be quite honest. I think really you need to go to those paid ones, but like I say, I just can't afford to go in them. Do you know what I mean? I mean, they're obviously going to be far more Christmassy, far more sort of glittery and twinkly and all the rest of it, and what have you, sort of thing. So anyway, we'll carry on further up and see how it gets, see if it gets better as we get along. But yeah, to be quite honest, these like main street ones, or the ones on the street, like, you know, the ones that you don't have to pay, just walk past or whatever, yeah, they kind of, I find them just, I don't know, a little bit disappointing, to be quite honest. So I don't know. Right, we'll go down this way. This is the South Bank. This is the what have they got? See what I mean? Well, the South Bank Centre essentially, but I mean, I'm sure it's got another. Is it not just? I thought it was called something else as well. Anyway, that's where that exhibition was. What we went, saw the paintings and artwork of the people in different various institutions, mental health and prison and all that stuff. So that was in that building, that side of me here. But yeah, it's just the South Bank Centre. Right? I thought it was called something else. Anyway, yeah. So yeah. Oh, look at the Christmas trees, by the way. Traditional styly Christmas trees. Yay! Christmas trees, hey! Right, yeah. Ooh, that's an interesting shot, sorry, by the way. There's the old Millennium wheel, slowly revolving. And of course that'll be the centrepiece in New Year, with the fireworks, of course. Obviously they won't have loaded them yet, obviously, for safety reasons. But yeah, at some point they'll start working on that and attaching all the fireworks to it, like I say, because obviously it becomes the centrepiece of the New Year celebrations. And of course, at that point, like I think it was last year, was it last year? Do you know, I can't remember whether it was last year or the year before. And I wanted to see how close I could get and see if I could film it live. Well, I say live, I mean, you know, sort of film it rather than just watch it on TV like I used to. Yeah, I couldn't get anywhere near it, you know what I mean, because like it gets all cordoned off. I made a video about it anyway, so, but I'm not sure I'm going to do that again this year. Depends, maybe. We'll see how things go anyway. Right, okay, let's go and check out the rest of this Christmas market and hope it's a little bit more Christmassy looking when we get there. Catch you folks in a moment. Bye for now. So we've got some sort of bar thing here with a ton of Christmas trees outside of it, and then we've got a magic roundabout. Magic roundabout. God blimey. That's more of an English reference. There used to be a kids program called Magic Roundabout, with a roundabout very much like that. But of course it's called carousel, obviously, I know, but it just came, I don't know why that came into my head just then. Anyway, yeah, so this is looking a little bit more Christmassy, this bit, so okay. Right, catch you folks in a moment. So folks, like I said, it's a little bit more Christmassy looking, I guess, but oh, I don't know. Like I say, the Christmas market things are not necessarily something that I am that drawn to necessarily. So it's kind of like, hang on, let me go this way. It's getting rather noisy. Right, yes, sorry, yes, so Christmas markets are not necessarily something that I'm that interested in, to be quite honest. I mean, that might sound bad, and I don't mean to, you know, be dissing other people's interest or whatever, not at all, but they're just not really my thing necessarily. But I don't mind filming them because it's kind of interesting as well, and they do look pretty and all the rest of it. But anyway, let me just illustrate something as well. This is what I was saying about, you see now this one you've got here is like, I don't know, sort of some sort of Christmas market-y thing, but obviously I think you have to pay, I think. Although to be perfectly honest with you, I have no idea off the top of my head. So, but because you got like a ton of security dudes there and they're all searching bags and what have you, because like I said, a lot of these places it's all sort of like, you know, ticketed and all the rest of it, and you got to pay and all that sort of carry on. So sorry, yeah, so yeah, I've forgotten completely what I was going to say then. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, so yeah, to be quite honest, unless you can get in one of those paid ones, these outside ones seem to me, to be quite honest, in my humble opinion, a little bit disappointing really. Okay, I'm not going to give up completely. Now, obviously I don't have the internet with me, it's at home for me, it is, because I don't have a smartphone or anything like that, so I can't actually Google anything and try and find another one right this minute, but I might have a wander around, and see what I come up with. Okay, bye for now. Hi folks, so I've just been editing some of the videos I did today, and I just realised that the last video, because I'll probably get about maybe 2 or 3, I'm not sure exactly yet, I haven't quite worked that out yet, but at least maybe 2 or 3 videos out of the footage today, and the last bit that I filmed, the last piece that I did, I realised that I kind of left it kind of like a little bit in the air kind of thing, because I was thinking of going somewhere else and trying to find another Christmas market, hopefully a little bit more interesting, a little bit more Christmassy looking than some of the others that are in this video. But by the time I got to Westminster Bridge, and I'm looking round, and it's really packed there at the moment, you know what I mean? It was then anyway at that point, and I guess that's understandable. It's the eve of Christmas Eve, if you like, you know what I mean, the day before Christmas Eve, and you know, so it's going to be really busy, and it's packed, and so I kind of thought, no, I'm going to head home. Now I realised that these Christmas markets, a lot of them seem to actually go up to at least the 1st of January. Some are actually a little bit over that. Some are sort of like the 3rd or even the 6th of January, I've noticed. Some of them are on till. So I'm thinking what I might do is I'm going to leave it until sort of like maybe the 27th or 28th whatever, I'm not sure exactly yet, but leave it towards next weekend perhaps. You know, maybe like I say, maybe Thursday, maybe Friday or something like that. Hopefully it'll be a little bit quieter. Again, I still have the issue in terms of having enough money to be able to travel to these places. I mean, I can do buses. They just take a lot longer and they're a little bit more convoluted, or can be. But I will endeavour to try to get to some other Christmas markets if I can find them. Because, you know, like I say, I must, as you'll see what I say in the video, it's not really my thing necessarily. Yes, they're pretty and they're nice to look at and all the rest of it. I don't particularly, I'm not interested in buying any of their wares necessarily, because I'm pretty sure they're fairly expensive and probably overpriced, I imagine. I must admit, again, I'm making assumptions because I don't really know. Because again, like I say, it's just something that's I've never really been that interested in, to be quite honest. But anyway, my point is that I'm quite happy to go and try and find a couple more and film them, because they can be kind of interesting, and you know, some of them, although the ones today perhaps not so much so, can be like very Christmassy and give that Christmassy feel, and it's quite nice. But like I say, I kind of finished it on where I left it with the impression that I was definitely going to do some more today, and I didn't. And I didn't want to just leave it like that, to be quite honest. I didn't want to just leave it on that note. So I'm going to leave it there, and I'll catch you soon, guys. Bye for now.